ZM just teleported like it found a cheat code to earnings heaven. Welcome to Dayrade Daily, where we stress test your serotonin with live gaps and terrible life choices for traders.
ZM at 95.46 after an 11.28% style rip. My brain thinks it is 2020 again. I keep imagining my webcam melting from all this price action.
Relax, Pixel Goblin. ZM crushed guidance, so the algos did their victory dance. And now every late believer is stampeding into the opening print like it is free candy.
For context, this is Dayrade Daily. Intraday game plans plus emotional chaos. And today we attack ZM ANET, MICC, UMC, a sprinkle of PSLV, and maybe bully GME, while giving you actual entries, not just memes.
And because it is Tuesday, January 27, 2026. If you forget to like and subscribe, CM will personally gap against your next trade. That is just chain of causality, my people.
Okay, trade brain time. ZM is an earnings gap with volume insanity. So I want either opening drive continuation or a fail and reclaim of that first 5-minute range. Nothing in between.
Translation: if you chase the third parabolic candle on ZM, you are volunteering as liquidity for someone with a better entry and a lower heart rate.
Exactly my cult rule on ZM today. Either buy near the base of consolidation or do cardio instead, because mid-spike entries are just donations to the market gods.
With average volatility around 5.26% and sentiment broadly bullish, these tech gaps can trend all session. So your edge is waiting for clean retests, not revenge trading every tiny dip.
Revenge trading ZM is wild because the spread expands exactly when my brain collapses and I'm like, cool, I just paid tuition for emotional decision making again.
Tip for the degenerates: if your scalp stop on ZM is wider than your entire pre-market thesis, you are not scalping. You are cosplaying as a long-term investor with commitment issues.
Hey, only I get to emotionally devastate Jet like that. Your stop should make sense on the chart, not just match a random number your tired brain likes at that moment.
Bro, I feel seen, and not in a good way. Fine, today on ZM, I predefine the stop before I hit buy. And if I want to move it, it can only move closer, not further.
That actually is a respectable rule, mechanically forcing your stop toward break-even as ZM trends is like giving your future self a seatbelt against your current self-sabotage.
Enough Zoom, church. NET is doing cloud acrobatics, up 9.17%, like someone stapled AI buzzwords to a router, and Wall Street lost its mind.
Net rally makes sense though. Strong quarter plus guidance, plus every analyst dusting off their cybersecurity thesis. So this is not pure meme froth, but intraday chasers can still get shredded.
For NET, I want that first pullback to our VWAP with decreasing selling pressure. If level 2 is less like a blender and more like rhythmic hits, I will try an opening range breakout continuation.
See, this is growth Jet is talking about. Rhythm, not just shiny candles. Net trend. Day plus bullish tape means my people should size normal, then sit on hands between setups.
Also, NET and ZM both running tells you software sentiment is re-rating. So names like Team and DDOG around 5% have sympathetic flow for second-tier trend trades.
Translation: if you missed ZM and NET, do not tilt fire your account into the worst spread on TWLO just because it is also green. Patience still matters in a bull.
I feel attacked again, but valid tip. If your brain says I need action right now, that is your cue to take a break, instead of marrying the random green ticker on your watch list.
Exactly. And speaking of random, MICC up 8.31%. Looks like consumer defensive cosplay suddenly became sexy. Somebody whispered, margin expansion, and boom, instant stampede.
MICC probably got pricing power plus cost control news. Boring in theory, but traders love rotating into staples when tech is stretched. So intraday, I want a fade on exhaustion wicks near prior daily highs.
Right, and MICC tends to mean revert more than trend. So I would rather short a lower high under resistance than chase the initial gap, especially with only moderately elevated volatility.
Staples squeezes are my kryptonite because they move slower until they do not. So yeah, on MICC, I am either shorting that clean lower high or I am not touching it. I am allergic to sleepy traps.
While you all debate cereal owls, UMC is quietly flexing. 7.50%, like a budget semiconductor hero. And my people are ignoring it because it does not have a mascot dog coin attached.
UMC rally smells like fab demand plus inventory tightening. Not as shiny as mega caps, but for day trades, a 7.50% gap with high volume gives nice opening drive or pullback opportunities.
For UMC, I like the VWAP reclaim play. If it dumps on the open, then it snaps back through VWAP. With tape speeding up, that is my green light. Otherwise, I just watch and spam internal caffeine.
And semis, like UMC, often telegraph appetite for risk. If UMC and ANET both hold their gaps while indices grind higher, that supports keeping a bullish bias on tech continuation setups intraday.
Speaking of, ANET up 5.41%. The network nerds finally got a party. Earnings and cloud demand made the chart look like it drank 3 energy drinks and called its X.
Please do not compare ANET to your dating life. For traders, it is simple. Strong earnings gap above recent consolidation means trade the opening range breakout or first pullback, not the random third bounce in no man land.
Tiny pro tip baked into that. If you cannot clearly draw the range you are trading on ANET or ZM, you probably do not have a setup. You just have vibes.
Did Jet just give a coherent framework? Somewhere my old risk manager felt a disturbance in the force and has no idea why.
Character development arc unlocked. If you are enjoying Jet becoming slightly responsible, tap like and subscribe, or we revoke his progress and feed him only 1-minute charts.
Speaking of responsibility, BKR up 4.40%, lets people pretend oil is their personality. Just remember, trend trades beat top-tick heroics in these cleaner energy moves.
Meanwhile, PSLV up 5.09%. Silvermax is yelling, "I told you so." I like waiting for a break and retest around intraday support instead of chasing the first spike there.
Speaking of manifestos, GME up 4.44%. Still has that Reddit echo, not peak mania, but enough that every tiny breakout attracts hero trades who forget how halts work.
GME is like trauma flashbacks for my account. Intraday, I only touch it on clear breakout through morning range, with volume exploding. Otherwise, I pretend it does not exist for my mental health.
Final serious note. Bullish environments like this feel easy, but discipline now decides who is still trading when conditions shift. So journal your ZMNet and UMC plays, not just wins, the process too.
Exactly. My people, protect your capital, roast your past self kindly, and come back tomorrow for more chaos. Tap like, subscribe, and may your spreads be tight and your exits intentional.